Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Dose. My name is Brian. Quick question for you. If you could identify and isolate one single thing that was robbing you of your effectiveness, that was ripping away your time, and that was decreasing your overall productivity, if you could isolate that one thing, what would it be worth to you to figure out what it is and eliminate it? Well, I got a freebie for you today. It's not going to cost you a thing, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. Worry. Worry saps your enthusiasm. It robs you of your effectiveness because it steals your focus. And as we know from countless previous daily doses, if you're not focused, your productivity goes right through the floorboard. So in order to be as productive as you can be and as efficient as you can be, you must be focused, but it's impossible to be focused when you are worried. Now, clearly in today's world, especially with successful entrepreneurs, people that own businesses, have homes, have families, have jobs, have careers, have clients, have employees, there is lots of stuff out there that we can worry about. There is lots of stuff out there that we could fret about 24 hours a day. If we needed to, if we wanted to, if it was our goal to worry, we would have no shortage of things to worry about. But let me share something with you. If you're spending any time at all worrying about things that are outside your sphere of influence, you are wasting time and energy. For example, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. There is nothing you're going to do about that. You can't change it. You can't alter it. You could worry about it. You could fret about it. You could pull your hair out and lament and complain and all the rest of it, but it's not going to change a thing. The weather tomorrow, you may not like it, you can complain about it, you can wank about it, but you can't change it. You can't do anything about it. So is there any sense whatsoever in worrying about whether or not the sun's going to rise in the east and set in the west, or what the weather's going to be like tomorrow? No. It's completely wasted energy. And most of us are smart enough to realize that, so we don't do it. Most of us don't spend all day worrying about whether or not the sun's going to make it from the east side of the sky to the west side of the sky, or what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. But yet so many of us, we worry all the time about things that we have no control over. No control whatsoever. We worry about things that other people might say or do. We worry about things that our company might decide to say or do. We worry about things that the government might decide to say or to do. And I'll tell you, to worry about something someone else is going to do, to worry about something that the government might do, is as futile and as pointless and as wasteful as sitting around and worrying whether or not the sun is going to make it from the east to the west. And so here's what you must do. If you want to be as effective as you can be, and if you want to eliminate worry, guys, think about how joyous your life would be if you didn't have so many things to worry about. Wouldn't it be fantastic? How many of us just go like, oh, God, if I could just have a day where I wasn't so stressed out. Have you ever felt that way? Well, most of the time, the reason why you're stressed out is because you're worried about things, and most of them you can't control anyway. And when you're stressed out, you're not getting as much done in the areas of your life that you can influence, that you can control. And so, if you're so worried about the things you can't fix, that you don't have the energy to put the time or the thought or the focus into the things that you can influence, then you become doubly less effective, and now you got even more stuff to worry about. So what can you do? Figure out what you can influence and what you can't. If it's someone that you can influence, then do that. If it's something that you can influence, well, then do that. But if it's outside your immediate circle of influence, then let it go. You can't do anything about it anyway. Don't worry about it. Now, I know people are like, Brian, you can't just not worry about it. Yeah, you can. You can just decide you're not going to worry about it. Just go, you know what? I can't control that. I'm not worried about it. This is a skill set, guys. You can become good at this. You can become better at this, but it takes practice. So start tomorrow by deciding something that you often think about or something that often troubles you, whether or not the stock market's going up or down, whether or not the president's approval rating is going up or down, whether or not the Democrats, Republicans are going to agree on something with a healthcare law, whether or not your boss is going to be in a good mood or bad mood, whether whatever it is that oftentimes weighs on your mind, isolate one thing that you know for a fact that you can't control. That it doesn't matter how much you worry about, think about, or fret about, you're not going to influence it. Isolate that thing and then just decide you're not going to think about that anymore. You're not going to worry about that anymore. Get a rubber band, put it around your wrist. Every time you think about it, snap the rubber band. Train yourself not to focus on or worry about things that are outside your influence. When you've mastered that one, move on to a next one, move on to a next one. Here's what's going to happen in 6 months. You're going to find that you're much more productive, much more focused, a much happier person. You're much easier going. You're far less stressed out. And really nothing in your life has changed other than you stopped trying to control the uncontrollable. And when that happens, you feel more in control of your life. And the law of control states that you only feel good about yourself to the degree to which you feel you're in control of your life. Take charge again by letting go of the stuff that you don't have any influence over. And then you're free to go out there and you know what to do. Make it a great day.